Legion Tactical Cutlery.
Hold the line!
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits, and Happy New Year to everybody out there. All right, troops, I've got something I've been dying to test out. This is the Eafengrow EF154 in Nitro-V Steel. This will be my first experience testing out Nitro-V. Let's put it to the test. What's everybody carrying in the new year? Today I've got my off-grid Rhino, hell of a knife, perfect companion. What are you all carrying? Veterans, active military, just want to say thank you very much for your service and Happy New Year to all of you. Quick specs, let's get this done. Once again, this is the Eafengrow EF154 in Nitro-V Stainless Steel. Overall length is 12.4 inch. Blade length, 6.5 inch. Blade steel, Nitro-V. Blade hardness, 59 to 61 HRC. Blade thickness, 6 millimeters. Blade width, 2.4 inch. Blade finish, a black stonewash. Handle length, 5.9 inch. Handle thickness, 0.83 inch. Handle material is a black micarta with red G10 liners. Weight of the knife is 17.3 ounce. Weight of the knife with a Kydex sheath is 21.4 ounce. And it features a full Tang lanyard hole, Kydex sheath, and a TekLoc. Quick close-up, but remember, there is a Legion Premier on this knife. We'll give you a lot more detail, but as you can see, there's that awesome drop point blade. Very wide and heavy duty. Some nice slight jimping on the top with full Tang goodness, 6 millimeters thick. The fit and finish on this knife is fantastic. You can take a look at that blade. The blade is massive, man. It is one wide, thick blade. Let me just turn this around so you get to see the other side. Double fullers, and I'm hoping that this area right here is going to spark a ferro rod because that is completely flat. The spine is rounded off, so I'm not sure how it's going to do with scraping or handling a ferro rod, but we'll test it out. The handles are done real nice, and there's that red G10 liner, okay? Very nicely done. Pretty decent size handle. Definitely you could fit, you know, a double X hand on this handle for sure. But no matter how you hold the knife, it is fantastic. Okay, if you're looking for something heavy duty outdoor, I think this is going to fit the bill, but we're going to be testing it out. It does have a lanyard hole, and I did add this lanyard, and there it has this window breaker, skull crusher. Okay, scales are removable. Just a fine blade. Let's get to work, troops. Troops went special to Home Depot, found this awesome fence post right here. I think it's going to provide a pretty decent challenge to the Eafengrow EF154. So let's give it a whirl. All right, let's go. So far, so good. The handle feels good. You know, no problem with the handle. The only thing that's in my way right now is this lanyard, and I'm just gonna, you know, I might as well pop it on. So give me a second. Now I have to hold the log on at the same time. It's a little bit, it's kind of big, so. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna let the blade do the work because it's a, you know, it's a nice hefty blade, so might as well let the blade do the job. definitely off to a good start. You know, this is definitely a hard dried piece of wood right here. I'm not sure if this is pressure treated. I didn't ask. I should have. I didn't think about it. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna do justice for a test. So let me just turn this around. Okay, let me just take a quick look. That looks pretty straight. That's looking good. The coating is holding up. I can see that sweet spot. Let's keep going. It's just eating right through. It's just eating right through. You know, the handle feels comfortable. I don't need the lanyard. I'm glad that it's there though. I don't need it. But the, you know, the handle with this little bird beakish area and that swell, it's just fitting the hand perfect. And you could see we've done quite a bit of damage right there. Take a look at that edge. That edge is good, man. Now, this is the first time I'm experiencing Nitro-V, so far so good. I'm trying to use every part of the blade, and again, I'm letting the blade do the work, and so far so good, man. I mean, we are almost through. keep on looking at that blade because again, I'm curious myself how Nitro-V is going to do, and so far so good, man. Cool. You know, I'm definitely getting some nice, solid hits with this blade, man. Real good. Oh, we're almost there. We're at the finish line. That was badass, man. That was badass. And that looks pretty straight to me, man. So awesome. The edge is looking good so far, okay? I don't see any kind of damage, any kind of issues with the edge. And it is sharp still. Now this is a piece of wood that I used in my other tests that I saved. Okay, there's some really hard stuff also. Extremely hard. And you know, even though the blade is big, it's still making the curls. So I just wanted to show you the sharpness. Now I have an opportunity, you know, to baton this long piece. I know that there's a crack here, so I will do, you know, I will baton away from that crack. Okay, and I want to make some halves, quarters, etc. So let's get to it. The blade is big enough for this log. Nice. And she is splitting, as you can see. I'm going to hit that tip. Okay, done. Let me just put that down. Start making some smaller pieces. Giving the blade a good whack. I just don't want this to fall and hit the camera tripod because it's right in front of me. Okay, but good. Good job so far. Let me just put this down here so you all can see, and we'll just keep on going. So far, so good. Nice. Nice, this will make for good feather sticks right here. Just 1 second. Okay. I'll pick that up in a bit. All right, look, we're looking good. We're looking real good. So I've got kindling, quarters, and halves, okay? I'm gonna process these quarters a little bit down for some more feather sticks off camera. I will be back. Okay, as promised, feather sticks over here, okay? So now let's do an edge retention test over here. Let's make some individual curls. We're looking good, man. It's making some nice thin curls. Now, granted, this wood, I have to admit, is just a little bit softer than this piece right here. I also purchased from Home Depot. This is the real hard stuff, but it's still doing the job, you know. Just a good example that the knife is still pretty sharp. Nice. Okay, that's a good job. Wow, look at this curl right here. Awesome. Okay, good. That's a good demonstration. That definitely proved its point. Now, feather stick. I got another fresh stick right here. Let me just move this over a little bit. Nice. Now, listen, this is a big blade. I would recommend making feather sticks with something way smaller. This is big, man, and it just seems a little strange, something so big, you know. It almost seems clunky. But again, I'm trying to show you all how good the retention is, the blade retention. And that secondary bevel is doing a fine job right here. Okay, so just, again, another demonstration. All right, you could see after that abuse with this fence post, we're looking good. It's just big, man. It's just a big blade. It's not like you can get up close and personal with, you know, like a pocket folder, you know what I mean? Because this over here is nice and close, so the balance feels a little bit better. And you could see that this knife isn't even doing what this is doing so far. And I sharpened this too, man. That's concerning to me. In any case, maybe I'm just, wow, look at that. Yeah, maybe I'm just getting used to this knife now, but yeah, absolutely. Still sharp, man. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and make some more feather sticks. Be back. Okay, let's try a little horizontal batoning. Okay, interesting thing that I noticed. Wow, that split pretty good. that will aid in splitting your log, it seems, you know. But that worked out pretty well. Awesome, that's great. So let me see if I can do it one more time. Utilizing the whole blade. Nice. This wood, this fence post is reminiscent of the logs that I was working with up in New York. So pretty good. Easy stuff, man. All right. Just a small demonstration. That was an example of horizontal batoning, and it did fine, man. All right, cool. Let's do some camp tasks. Beast of a blade for sure. Now let's do some camp stuff. You know, if you're out in the woods, law enforcement, military, you know, and you need to cut up some stuff. Okay, so let's see if the knife can handle it. All right, so I've got some heavy duty twist ties, which is for me very helpful out in the field. I've used it quite a few times and it works out pretty well. Almost cut myself there. Okay, that was easy, that was great. Okay, good. So we've got that. Now I've got some of this thin rope over here. That chopped it nice and clean. However, I still want to cut it properly for everybody, but I wanted to see what a chop would have done. Nice. Okay, nice clean cut. That was a little bit thinner rope. Now let's try some thicker rope over here. Let's do a little chop first. Let's have a little fun. That chopped it nice and clean, no problem. Nice. Okay. That was some thick rope. We're looking good there. I have some of the seatbelt material. Let me just grab a piece out of here. Get rid of this little fiber, and sure enough, I'm sure this is going to be easy. Wow, that is easy. It's extremely sharp, man. That's just cutting it up real easy, nice and clean. Okay, so now I have some paracord, a little bit of paracord over here. And I know that it cuts it because I cut this, I cut the paracord with this knife, but I want to show you all. Cutting up some paracord. Real easy. Okay, look how nice and clean that cut is. Nice. I have a little bit of plastic tubing, if any of you work with a little bit of plastic tubing. Okay. Nice, easy. Real easy to cut. A little chop. A little push cut. Simple yet effective. Again, you know, you never know if you're going to find some resources out in the field that you want to use. I have, and I've done it with different knives. So just a small demonstration. Last but not least, some really thick, heavy-duty some ties that you tie up boxes with. Now this is a little messy over here. Hold on a second, troops. Let me get this out. There we go. Okay. This is some real thick stuff, heavy duty stuff. Let's see. Nice. All right, so maybe you're in the military, law enforcement, maybe you get a shipment of whatever it is, crates, and it has, you know, this, it's tied up from this stuff over here. You could see it did a nice job. Now, I'm gonna grab some fat wood and we're gonna see what kind of scraping we can do with this. Okay, troops, last but not least, I wanna test out some scraping and the ferro rod. So I have some fat wood here that I've been using for the past few tests while I'm still here in Florida. The spine is smooth, so I'm not sure that we're gonna get any kind of scraping, but I might be wrong. It is fat wood, it's not like other wood. Oh, it is scraping, look at that. That's great. I gotta tell you, I didn't expect it, and I'm doing it from this jimping over here, this jimping area, and I guess it's sharp enough to do the job. And it's doing it pretty good too. So we made a nice little pile. That's nice. Okay. Now I'm curious. See this little area that helped me with the, you know, splitting the wood with that wedge? I'm kind of curious if this will do the same thing. A little bit. Not as efficient as this part of the jimping, but you know, that still did the trick. Let me get another piece of wood. I'm kind of curious to see, other than fat wood, if it'll do some fluff scraping. 1 second, troops. Okay, I'm back. Now let's see. Let's try first the see that jimping area over there that I used to scrape the fat wood? Let's see if it'll scrape this wood now. Yeah, it's doing it somewhat. Oh yeah, look at that. Check it out, man. That's a good sign to me. I mean, you're gonna have to find an angle on the wood, I guess, to be really effective. Not this time, not, oh yeah, okay. It's at a certain angle that I'm doing it, that it's digging in. Not that efficient, but still, with a little effort, you know, if you need something for whatever reason, okay, at least you know that with the fat wood, you'll get some nice fluff. Now, I'm just kind of curious to try this area over here. Not too much. Nope, not too much at all. Not a lot. Let me try another area. I'm going to try this part of the jimping. Very little, very little. But in this case, you know, the good news is that it did a nice job with the fat wood. And you know, that was my concern, because I like to use fat wood out in the field. So, and it's definitely scraping up a storm. With this fat wood, which is good. So now we know. Now let's test out let's test out this ferro rod. Not the greatest ferro rod, okay, but just to show you, with the tool, with the proper tool, right, it works. But I know some of you always want to know, will it spark a ferro rod? So let's try. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, it's not starting, but in any case, it worked. That's great. Now, I'm kind of curious, this piece right here. Nope, not as good. But the good news is, instead of ruining, you know, the spine, if you decide to use a work sharp or a belt sander to grind this to make it sharp, what you can use, right, is this. You could sharpen this right here without worrying about damaging the spine. And, you know, once it gets sharp, you'll be able to spark from here if that's what you wanted. But looks like the jimping is going to do the job for you. There you have it, the Eafengrow EF154, a beast of a blade. Did plenty of work. I'm glad I purchased that post. It was a little on the expensive side, but I figure, hey, you know, put something to the test. That post was pretty decent. I hope you all enjoyed this demonstration. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, once again, Happy New Year. Healthy New Year, prosperous New Year. I want to bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, pause on the slides. Read the phone numbers. Call those phone numbers. Surf those websites. Contact somebody on those websites. Talk to somebody. Seek the help you all have earned and deserved. And remember, there's a Legionnaire on this channel, Martin Milley. He's one of your own. He's been through that, what you're going through. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserved, and make sure that you read his heartfelt message. At the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care.
Legionnaires!